Alright, I'm working on a video right now talking about everything that happened during and kind of after the Ian Garry Carlos Prates fight. Things are moving so fast in the MMA world right now. I gotta do this video on Buck versus Joaquin Buckley. He still wants that Ian Garry fight. He put his work in. He put some work in on the weekend. And I know Ian Garry, that delusional little cucker, he's got everything all figured out. He's got a title match coming up, and then he's going to fight Islam. He's going to try to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Then he wants to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov again. Guy who already beat him. Once he's got all that other stuff taken care of. So he's got this big plan figured out in his head, what he wants to do. But there's only one problem with all of that. And that's that Dana White likes it when the fighters put in a little bit of promotional work. Dana White likes that. He always has, he always will. Ever since back in the day when he's giving them all laptops and telling them to start up Instagrams and social media pages. It's one thing he stood by his entire career. And Joaquin Buckley's put that work in. Buck versus Cuck. He showed up at the weigh-ins. He's been doing some interviews, talking all sorts of shit to Ian Garry, and honestly, that's the fight that the fans want. That's a fight that a lot of the people within the MMA media space, the MMA space in general, think should happen. Hope the wind doesn't get too bad here. Fuck up my video. Buck versus Cuck. That's what we need. Ian Garry's got a little more work to do before he's trying to grab that title, in my opinion. I'm liking everything Ian Garry's doing, right up until he got that CTE in the fight with Prates and started talking all this weird shit. But Joaquin Buckley's put that work in. He's focused, because he's got... People say he ain't focused. He needs to be focused on Kamaru Usman. So you know what they say, if you want to win, put Booby in. But I wouldn't say that he's looking past Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare. I wouldn't say that whatsoever. Just as much as Ian Garry's talking about having a vision and trying to manifest, what he sees for his future, Joaquin Buckley seems to be doing a little bit of the same, but his seems, a little more realistic in the sense of Ian Garry's plan isn't really realistic, but at the same time, Dana White likes a guy that promotes himself, so Ian Garry's kind of got the same shit going on that Joaquin Buckley's got going on. You can very much manifest yourself some shit in the UFC. That's something that can happen. So, which guy's gonna over-manifest the other guy? I think we're gonna get Buck versus Cuck. I think we're gonna get that fight. We sure hope we get that fight. That would make sense to me right after Usman. Let those two scrap it out, and then Shavkat can have the winner of that fight, and then the winner of that fight can go for the strap. That's that. That's just my opinion. But I haven't even talked about the thing that happened at the weigh-ins was that Buckley showed up and tried to actually have an altercation with Ian Garry at the weigh-ins, but Layla Machado, little Miss Layla, got in the way along with their child. People are, Joaquin Buckley saying that she was using the kid as a shield. I think it was just happenstance, convenient timing that she happened to hand off the kid to Ian Garry at the same time that Buckley was coming to the stage. I believe that was just convenient timing. I believe that was happenstance per se. But after she handed the kid off to Ian Garry, she kind of walked over to Buckley and kind of put her hand on his arm. And of course, he's making a big thing out of it now. And he's kind of jumping back into the whole Cuck thing that, you know, blasted off and hit the MMA media like a shockwave when Ian Garry first hit the MMA scene. And I love that whole thing. I love the drama. I love the silly shit. So I was loving that whole Cuck thing. How to be a wag. I'm here for it all day long. I love that shit. It looks like we're going to get another chapter of the Wag Cuck book because, yeah, Buck's calling out Cuck. And he's bringing that stuff back. And he's saying that Layla was saying that she'll see him later tonight. And he says, I don't want to see you. I'm trying to see your husband for a fight. We're trying to do some business for fighting. So I ain't got time to be dating you, lady. He's putting that spin on it, you know. He's putting that wag Cuck spin on everything, on all the shit he's talking. So it looks like we're just gonna go right back into this, I think, again. We'll see. Maybe the fans have had enough of it and it ain't gonna work out for Buck. But I don't know. He's got that momentum. The fans love Buckley. I don't know. I'm here for it though. He put that work in. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here.